one thing we don't want in the pond is surface water runoff coming in, because that adds nutrients to the water, and nutrients is no good because that's an algae inhibitor. No, not inhibitor. Nutrients is an algae encourager. There's a word for you. Stop it. What is going on, you peeps? How you doing? Listen, what do we got? We're digging the pond. This is exciting. This is day 2, and today what they did was spend time to basically come up and slope up to the outside edge. Dude, it's coming together. I'm super pumped. A few things I would have done differently if I were digging it. Obviously, I'm not an expert, but I'm also not skilled enough to do this on my own. But conceptually, I would have done it a little bit differently. But that's okay. It's all good. I think we got where we needed to. Today I measured, and here's a photo. I measured from the outside edge all the way down with my long tape all the way across and up the other side, and I got 3 feet to spare on one side and 2 feet to spare on that side, and that was before we cut the slopes. So now I should have even more room to spare. I'd be curious. I'm going to actually measure it now because I'm super curious. But yeah, we're next thing what we're going to do is do final grading and figure out the high spots, low spots, the elevation point, and point of reference is this back corner over here. That's going to be my overflow over there. And so this spot over here, this side is all kind of a little bit high, and we're going to cut this down, and the people who did the final grade around the house, they didn't do a great job over here as well, so we're going to cut this in here, create a way for water to run off both sides here. And so yeah, the one thing we don't want in the pond is surface water runoff coming in, because that adds nutrients to the water, and nutrients is no good because that's an algae inhibitor. No, not inhibitor. Nutrients is an algae encourager. There's a word for you. Stop it. Listen, so yeah, we want to inhibit algae growth, inhibit the algae growth. And so that's the idea. That is the game plan. I'm super excited. The guys have been really good working with me. Yeah, they do a good job. They're shooting elevation points as we go and making sure things are per my drawing and my specifications and stuff. So I think we should be good. I mean, this is such a nerve-wracking process. The whole time I'm thinking, man, I really hope my liner fits. I really hope my liner fits. Now, some people, the way they do it is they'll dig the hole, and then they'll measure it, and then they'll order the liner. But in my thinking, I'm like, well, it takes like 2 weeks at least for the liner to get here. Imagine digging this hole, and then some rain comes, and it jacks it all up. And then what? You're standing there looking like a fool. Shoot, I don't need to be looking like a fool any more than I am. Anyway, I get why I got so worked up.
His doghouse. Where is he? Daddy, what's it called? Liner on that side.
But I ordered the liner. I added 3 feet extra on both sides, on all sides, and so we should be pretty close. Next thing after we get our elevation points, we're going to basically cut a trench right on the outside lines, right at the at grade, basically. Cut a trench so that when we pull the liner, we can tuck that liner in and then backfill against it back to grade that way, and kind of create a little bit of a berm on this side especially. This is the only side I'm really worried about, but we'll create a little bit of a berm around, just so, again, any water that comes up to it has to go out and go away. So that's the idea, folks. I am, yeah, it's coming. It's coming together. Anyway, here's some more footage. I will also say that this ledge here, that's where the 2-foot concrete blocks are going to sit. I didn't talk much about that, but I will. That's where the 2-foot concrete blocks are going to sit. They're like, if you've ever seen those like big old concrete Legos, that's what I got. Super cheap. So concrete makers, they basically use leftover concrete from jobs and they pour them into forms, and then they sell these concrete blocks for like retaining walls and stuff like that. And so what I did was this deep zone, that's 5 foot from the edge here. All right, so that's 5 foot. Then I'm setting my 2-foot block right on the edge, and then I'm setting a cap, which is 8 inches thick, right on top of that, and that is going to be my retaining wall. And then basically then the rest is going to be filled, this shallow area of course is going to be filled with the pea gravel. That's the regeneration zone, the shallow area, and that retaining wall, that block, is going to hold back the pea gravel so it doesn't go into the deep zone. I'm going to have to adjust the blocks and cut channels in the sides, so when the blocks connect and butt up against each other, I can squeeze a 4-inch pipe in between there, so that I can get my enhanced bubble pump system, like the David Pagan Butler made a video about that and how he was messing around with different, basically to have more draw and head pressure, to pull from the regeneration zone down into the enhanced bubble pump and then back up, so that we have better head pressure and the water travels better, and circulates better. So that's the old idea. Underneath the concrete blocks, I've got between the liner and the blocks, I'm putting a carpet. Check your local carpet stores. Check their dumpsters. I mean, obviously ask if you can check their dumpsters, because I went and called and they're like, yeah, just come get it. We got plenty of carpet that we ripped out from old builds. So I got a bunch of free carpet, which is great. And that's going to go down right on top of the liner, underneath the blocks, the concrete blocks. And yeah, I mean, we didn't hit any rock in here. It's all clay. I mean, I live literally in Clay County. So it's clay. It's legit clay. Like I could probably not even have a liner and it would be fine. But we're having a liner, folks. We're doing the liney. Okay, the liney tiny. The tiny liney. No, just stop it. Anyway, that's it.